Cracker ass cracker. 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 Yeah, obviously that was inspired by Mr. Pregnant. Mr. fucking Pregnant. Cracker ass cracker. I don't understand Mr. Pregnant. And I really don't think that anyone is meant to understand Mr. Pregnant. This guy doesn't make any, it's like here he is, being a Jamaican, African, Jamaican, Atlantic, Caribbean guy. I want to adhere to all political correctness. Because he has posted something about racism. Cracker ass cracker. Yeah. Because it's really hard for people like me, pasty white guy, to talk about the race issue in America. Cracker ass cracker. And he makes a point saying that does racism exist? That's his question. Of course, when dreadlocked Jamaican, Atlantic, Caribbean moved to New York City, tried to be a musician, fail, go to novelty shop and buy a cheap pair of fake teeth. American talks about racism. It's perfectly fine. But when a guy like me, nobody knows me, nobody labels me. Well, when I mention the word racism or black, it's cracker ass cracker. Yeah. What the fuck was that? I have no idea. Things just, one thing to the next. Cracker ass cracker. And I'm wondering about this cracker ass cracker thing because Chris Rock's mother just sued Cracker ass cracker barrel in Murrells Inlet. And I live in South Carolina. This is my state. I actually have a timeshare down there, just right around the corner from the restaurant in question. I never eaten there because I might be a cracker ass cracker, but I still like good food. I don't want to hang out with a bunch of blue hairs. Blue hairs, geriatrics. Look out. Yeah, you can't smoke in a restaurant like that. Ooh, excuse me, that was really, really rude, but I don't care. Today, one of my co-workers called me a naturally rude SOB. In a loving manner, because I'm a loving guy, But, I can't see suing a restaurant for not getting good service. Or no service at all. Me being a cracker-ass cracker, I walked in restaurant in Columbia, South Carolina one time with a couple of other of my cracker-ass cracker friends, and the restaurant was totally ran by white kids who went to the university. USC, downtown, Columbia. Harper's Restaurant. I hope the place fails. I don't want to say I hope the place burns down, because if somebody does burn it down, they blame it on the cracker-ass cracker. That would be me. But I went in there and stood there with my friends, and this is a few years back. Stood there with my friends, waiting to be seated, for Christ's sakes. I mean, at least Chris Rock's mom was seated. That's a start. At least they acknowledged her existence. They didn't even acknowledge us, period. So we seated ourselves. I pull out a cigarette, I start smoking, and they're like, "You can smoke in here. You have to smoke in the bar." And I looked her right in the eye, and I'm like, "Do I look like a cracker-ass cracker?" No, that's not what I said. I don't remember what he said, but we left. So, hey, forget about it. Race has nothing to do with it. Here I am, a white cracker-ass cracker, and I'm getting kicked out of a fucking white cracker-ass cracker restaurant in downtown cracker-ass Columbia. 5 points. 5 of them. 5 points. Yeah. Divine Street, Cola, Town. You know? Fucking assholes in Colombia, man. That's what I love about living in the South. You live in the South, you're in the agrarian, farmer South. That's all South Carolina is. And that's 98% of the entire state. Small towns, tight-knit people, Christian churchgoers. Then you go to the city, and, well, everything changes. You go downtown Charleston. I used to live in downtown Charleston. You go downtown Charleston, ooh, we're all elite now. Yes, there is a ghetto within walking distance, but we are, scholars and professors and bike-riding communists for the College of Charleston. Cracker ass, cracker! I mean, that's what they're thinking, right around the corner, and they'll stick the gun right up your fucking armpit, whether you've read Karl Marx or not, or Descartes. Yeah, same thing in Colombia. But see, it doesn't make any sense, because what the cracker-ass crackers are doing in Colombia, they're rebuilding the whole downtown. The inner city ghetto doesn't exist in Colombia anymore. The politicians got together, and they got together with one of the leading graduates of the university, who donates millions and millions of her own money, and the crack-ass crackers rebuild a fucking thing, and they run the southern displaced African immigrant post-slave people out of the inner city of the New South. Did that make sense? I don't know if it did or not, but I'm going with it. But, the whole point of the thread to Mr. Pregnant is, what's your fucking point, man? Are you merely a cracker-ass cracker in the wrapper of a Tootsie Roll?